everyone, my name is Bridget, and today we're going to be talking about how to not get stuck in the 3D mind matrix as relates to the energy going on right now in the collective. Technically, this is a November 2023 energy update, but this is a template that has been moving through the collective for several years now, and it's now cumulative going on. So what we're talking about specifically is these different states that many of you probably feel. I feel it a lot, which is fear, anxiety, contraction, a bit of freeze of the unknown of what's going on in the world right now. And that is not helpful for us to be in those states. And so today I want to talk about why those energies are so pervasively happening right now and solutions that we can take to move back into our center, to move back into balance so that we're aligned with our divine soul mission and also can live a good life and not be as heavily impacted by what's going on the outside and be more happy and aligned. So that's what we're getting into. I'm really excited to be talking through the lens of the 3D mind matrix for this energy update. I think it's really helpful, and it's a topic that I'm an authority on and have talked about for years. So this is going to be great to give a new update to this. So the big energy that's been happening right now, and really has been happening since 2020, is the experience of fear. There's been a lot of fear since that time. And because of all the events happening in the world and the way that it has been designed, is that this has continued to be cumulative over time. And so what normally happens when we have an intense experience as a culture, and in these cases as a global society, is that there's some reprieve, like there's a recovery. It's like, whoo. And then these stressors become post-traumatic stress. But when the events are just compiled and snowballing, and then you add in existential angst and AI and climate and like it just is this runaway train snowball effect, and there isn't a moment to come back to balance and recovery and center. So this is what's running a lot of the energy in the collective right now. Now, I really want to get in here that that's not all of what's happening. There is immense bliss, immense interconnectivity, immense light available right now to tune into. And so it's like turning the channel to a different channel. Now, this other one is really loud. And so we're going to talk about how to turn it down and turn up the volume on what we really want to be experiencing for ourselves and to direct the timeline of humanity to help contribute to that goodness, to where we want to go. So the way to get out of this fear and anxiety energy is to realize the difference between danger and fear. And so we're not in the Western collective, a lot of us right now, we are not in a dangerous situation. Even though we're watching terrible, terrible things happening in other parts of the world, we're safe. And so that's really important to remember. There's been many times where there's really traumatic things going on the planet and people don't even know about it. You know, this is the first time that there's like a lot of media where we're really abreast of everything happening. And part of that is because of the awakening, because of this emergence of collective consciousness that's happening right now where things need to come to light. And there's different patterns and themes culturally and all different levels that are meant to be worked through. And so we're all getting to see that on this global stage, which has never been the case. And so in this case right now, we're safe. Like most of you watching this are good. And so to align with that truth and move out of that energy of fear. And one of the reasons why they are keeping the fear energy alive is because it's a way of taking our energy. It's a looshing effect that's happening spiritually by non-physical beings. And also it's a military moneymaker for us to stay in that so that we can buy in to these things outside of us that are perceived going to make us safer. So it has many different purposes, but it's not for the purpose of what I assume you're wanting to go with. So unlocking that by first realizing that we're safe. And this is connected a lot to the nervous system, and I'm going to be talking a lot more about nervous system. So be sure to go get my free meditation, which is going to make you feel better, down below, to stay in touch with all the different things that I'm creating here and putting out so that it doesn't get lost in the chaos of the algorithm and different things. So be sure to go get that down below, because there's a lot of people talking about, okay, well, it's nervous system dysregulation, which it is. It's collective nervous system dysregulation. And a lot of people talking about it online are dysregulated when they're talking about it. And so it's a transmission energy. And I'm not there yet. I'm getting better and better with my nervous system. And I hope that you guys are feeling that in the transmission. But I'm still working on it. So I'm going to actually have my mentor come on to share more from that really regulated space so we can attune and co-regulate together so that we can come into that harmony and then help pour that back into the collective and into humanity. So moving into this realization and this truth that you are safe, turning the channel to that which is light and connected to the truth of the divinity that is available right now. And that means turning down the volume on all that's going on. So the next step that's really important to understand in what's going on in the energy right now is that we're way too hyperstimulated. Even me doing this on YouTube, I'm crap at 8 minutes right now. I have to go fast. That's part of the nature of some of these platforms. I actually recorded a version on my podcast of this same topic that's 30 minutes. That's what this space needs. That's what this topic needs, is to chill out and have that spaciousness. But a lot of these things don't have that built in. They're not trying to regulate us. They're trying to keep us dopamine addicted, right? And so it's important to realize that and honor our own human biology and that we can't handle too much. And so that means that we might need to delete our Instagrams. That might mean that we need to turn off the media for a whole night or for a whole day or for a whole week and go be with friends and loved ones and to go be outside and to go create something and to come back into our center and our soul alignment. And that's so important to understand because over these past few years, it's been too much too fast. And we're in this space of literal collective existential angst. And like AI is here and it's like, what? What's going on? And we want to stay informed. And so it's important to stay informed because we don't want to just turn everything off and go, everything's love and light. It's fine. We want to stay informed, but a lot of the truth tellers that are sharing what is happening are in this intense trauma state too and dysregulated, which hooks them, which hooks us back into this mind loop, hooks us back into the fear, hooks us back into the overstimulation. So the solutions, let's get straight into the solutions, is to rise above the propagandized fear and move out of that vibrational state to where we're not in it most of the time, and to be aware when we go into it and what triggered that state for us so that we can move back into balance, move back into peace, our center regulation. So moving away from the fear and moving back into the higher states and realizing that there's been a lot going on for years. And so this recovery might be a lot for you. Like you might need a lot right now to come back into your true self, and that's okay. Like take what you need, fill up your cup so that then you can pour that goodness back into the collective. So coming back into our center is going to help everyone and everything. So how to do that? Some more practical ways is we really do need to turn off those things that move us into those states. Stay informed, but turn off those things. Delete those apps. Take only a certain amount of time with the people that really like perpetuate that in your daily life. So what can we do instead? We want to move into more connection with people in person. Part of the mind matrix around this is perpetuating isolation, which has been happening for a long time because when we're in isolation, that creates hypnosis. So we want to move back into the space of connecting with people in person. And what this does is it creates co-regulation. All of those like loops and all of those energy states that are weird, we can come back into balance when we're with other people. And when we're doing activities that are oriented with our soul and oriented with creating. So go create something, go do something in the physical reality. And a lot of this looping happens in the AR and the augmented reality in this astral etheric space that's been created. So as you turn your attention and you turn the channel back to the real world, in the physical reality, you're going to feel a lot better. And I know that that sounds a little bit counter when we're talking 3D mind matrix. That means the 3D reality is no good. It's like, no, actually, the 3D physical reality is going to be much better to tune into than this confusing astral space. And some of the other pieces is that it's really essential to have a practice at this time. I haven't had like a vigilant, spiritual practice. I do lots of things that keep me balanced, but at this point, with everything going on, I need a daily practice, a daily time to meditate, and a daily time to write down some of my aims for the day. So my actual intentions of the state of being I'm going to continue for that day, as well as what I want to create and accomplish, because there's so much that can get us off track from what we're wanting to do and to create. And so it's really important to do that. And then the last piece is to ensure that we are cultivating embodiment and grounding, because these other states pull us out of our body, pull us out of our center, pull us out of our lower centers and lower chakras and our grounding, which is how we stay embodied and don't get taken over by other energies, don't have energy leaks, and how we can then harness the energy of earth, harness the prana and the life force energy all around us, and elevate our chakras so that we can be really energized and balanced and in our bodies. So it's very important. And if you want more assistance with really deep, beautiful meditations that can take you very deep and keep you in your body and keep everything wonderfully energized, I have my brand new Chakra Awakening course, and you can go get that down below to orient, to turn the channel towards what you choose and what feels enlivening and balancing and harmonious in this time of chaos. And so if you want to go get that, be sure to go get that down below. So I'm super curious at this point of what you're feeling, what you're experiencing, and I would love to hear that. So comment down below of what resonated, what action steps you're going to take to align with that highest timeline as we're in this certain collective energy funk right now, but also choosing that higher light. So be sure to comment that down below. And it's so wonderful having you here. So be sure to click the like button, hit that subscribe button and the bell button so you get notified every time I do new videos, so that you can continue to be supported in this process, because I'm here for you. I'm here for whatever you're needing at this time and for your spiritual evolution. So thanks so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time.